Can you heal from mold if you're still in a place that could have mold? Now, what happens here is a person has an exposure to mold. So let's say at baseline, we had no reaction to mold. And many people don't realize this, but actually there are many homes in the US and across the world that have mold or mold toxicity. It's very, very common in homes. Yeah. And at some point, there was a baseline where you didn't react to that mold. Then there was the sensitizing event, the conditioning event, where for whatever reason, the brain makes a decision that mold is dangerous after an exposure. And that is often with these different components at the same time. So there's stress, there's weakness in the body, and there's just a sensitivity. And the brain says, I think this mold could be dangerous. Let me make a decision to defend against this mold. And that may have been quite an intense exposure. So 100% exposure creates that 100% reaction in the brain. From now on, the brain is really efficient. The brain is your friend. The brain is your servant. It wants to support you and heal you and protect you. It makes a logical decision. Well, we know that mold is not good for us. We had a big exposure there. So what we'll do is become hyper efficient, that now just 5% exposure of that same mold, we will create that 100% reaction. Okay? Which is why you can have obviously multiple people living in the same home with some people not reacting to it and some people reacting to it. Now, of course, a practitioner or someone may say to you, well, no, but that's different because there can be genetic effects and there can be toxicity effects in the body. Yeah. What we're saying here is, yes, the brain is responding and reacting, but if we are able to train the brain to no longer react, the body itself then is able to detoxify. Because when the brain is reacting, it is no longer effective at detoxification, yeah, which can then support the accumulation of toxins in the body. So it becomes, once again, another vicious cycle. So can you heal if your place still has mold? Yes, we have had people where, not where it's been necessarily intense mold, but if there is still mold there or remnants of mold, a person can still heal and retrain, because we're going to be in multiple environments where that may exist. Okay? I'm not suggesting deliberate exposure. I'm just saying that as we strengthen our nervous system and immune system, as it becomes more resilient, it can better handle those environments.